first business vlog. And in this first vlog, I thought I would vlog about me trying to find a product scent for true hydration. So I realize a lot of products have scents and stuff, and it never occurred to me to really do a scent because I don't put scents on my skin because I have sensitive skin and I don't want more eczema. But I decided that I should probably go that route for the products. I'll give an unscented version, but then I'll give a scented version. And by unscented, I mean whatever those oils and plants smell like is what the product will be. But I'm going to I'm going to have scented options, except for the face oils, which will remain scentless. So I guess I'll go into a little background with me. I have a very weak nose. Like, even though I'm a woman, I probably have scent that's worse than men. Like, I smell nothing unless it's really, really, really bad. Outside of that, I don't smell anything. Sometimes my migraines will give me smells, but I don't know. But recently, in like the last year, I mean F2020, but over the course of 2019, I lived next to the mighty Mississippi. And the mighty Mississippi decided that it was going to smell like every toxic thing that's thrown into it. And so I started using candles a lot more in my world because I needed something to cover the scent. And so I thought when I was going, okay, how do because I started to look up like perfumeries, people who make scents. This is probably why I didn't find anyone, or at least, did I even find anyone outside of my budget? I don't think I found anyone. Because it seemed weird to just randomly ask, I don't know, like Etsy perfumers, like, hey, can you make me a scent? I've never bought a scent from you, so I have no idea what your nose smells like or anything, how to do this. But I did look to try to figure out where people got their scents from. I know it's a field and it's a job. I just didn't know how to get in contact with it. So I decided I was going to have to do it myself. But I don't know scents. I decided I was going to go with essential oils because fragrance oils are allowed to have a bunch of chemicals that they don't need to disclose. And that makes me uncomfortable. So I decided to go with essential oils. But it turns out when I was looking things up online, and you know, if you look up essential oils, there'll be tons of recipes for you to copy. But it turns out my nose did not know any of those scents or what they smelled like or how to differentiate from them. When I was looking up perfumes that I like, to look up the notes that are in the perfumes to try to give me a hint in the direction I should go in, I was amazed at how much people could smell a perfume and just start to pick out the notes of the perfume, because I'm not that girl. And so I said to myself, I really need to know each note. And so I decided, because I had a candle making kit that my mom had sent me when I was in college, that for some reason I kept around because I hoard, so it's gone with me from California to not California, that I should use that kit with all that wax that I've just been carrying around and make candles, except I'll put an essential oil in each candle, and then when I burn that candle, it'll fill up my room with that scent, and then I'll know what that scent smells like. That's what I thought. That is not what happened. What happened was a big mess in my bedroom. That's what happened. The candles melted all over my dresser, which I don't like anymore, so whatever. And luckily wax doesn't hurt wood, but it did take a considerable amount of time scraping up all of that wax. I don't remember that happening with wax before. I don't know what wax I had, or if my candles were always in glass jars and I just never realized that I never had freestanding candles before in my life, even though I used to be a pyro when I was a kid. But I had this huge mess, and it turns out that the essential oils did not spread that far in the wax. Now, it could be because people add a lot of stuff to wax actually to make it last longer, burn harder. I'm sure there's something that will enhance the fragrance that you put into it. But just putting some drops of essential oils that you've collected over the years from gifts from people to just going to the health store, and just sprinkling a couple of drops into the wax while it's melted. Even though the candle maker, the wax maker, the thing that you put on the stove, definitely had a scent, that scent did not transfer over to the candle, or at least not that strong. The only ones that really transferred over were like blue tansy and orange and grapefruit. So essentially, some of the top notes, some citrusy notes, managed to last, but other candles were just scentless. So I did learn some things from it, because after some of the candles not working, I just decided to make like wax cubes with the scent in it. Don't ask me what that was. I probably should have recorded more of it, because that was some buffoonery, to be honest with you. So I did learn some scents, but not a lot. Okay, so then when I was researching more to do with scents, I realized that I learned that there are fragrance strips that look like these things. They look like this. And you can get them from other places, and they can charge you a lot of money, or you can just go to Amazon. And while I hate just going to Amazon, the randomness that's on Amazon and the shipping rates always kind of make it so it wins. You know, and I said, wait, when you go to department stores, they put the perfumes on pieces of paper so you can smell it. Why don't you just be smart, boldface? Like, be smart. So that's what I decided to do. And through that I actually was able to get acquainted with a lot of the scents individually. But then I started to combine the strips. And it's real easy to go through a pack of 100. I started to combine them. And while I liked a lot of the things I was coming up with, I started to get paranoid, because I get paranoid about things. And I got paranoid that, because I was smelling a couple of strips that I put together, I can't remember the oils, but I remember thinking this smells really airy and breezy. And then I thought, but you're wafting it into like you're wafting the scent into your nose. You're fanning it So is it breezy, or is it just the breeze that you're creating? And I had no response. And also, because I was just keeping the strips in just different various Ziploc bags in my office space, after a while the entire room smelled like scents. It was just one big perfume, kind of like if you ever gone to like a perfume shop in the mall, how you just walk in, it's just nothing but scents and you can't really tell the difference, and they think it's great because they're about to pull you over to a scent that you ain't gonna like. That's how I felt. And so I said, oh, I need to start actually testing these out in ways that the scent can't just go anywhere the scent wants to go and fill up any room that the scent wants to fill up. And that is where the idea of dropper bottles came from. Those two things. Me wondering how accurate the fragrance strips were, test strips were, to what it would actually smell like if the molecules got to mix with each other. And not so that, and wanting to be able to contain the scent itself, so that it couldn't just overwhelm my nose and just become a scent. So that is what brings me to. So there's going to be a second part of this, because I feel like this is a lot to put into just one video, and I don't want a very, very long video. So I hope this first part is probably more entertaining than it is informative, but because this is kind of like a story time of my stupidity. We're going to dress that up. It's a story time of my inexperience. But I hope you learned something, or I hope you got some type of enjoyment from this. And to note, I do all of this with a migraine, because I get migraines almost every day, and sometimes my medicine makes it go away, but oftentimes there's still lingering effects. So especially now, because I can't get half of my, I use herbal supplements, and I can't get half of my herb in, because I guess COVID. So anyway, I have a migraine. I have a migraine editing this. I have a migraine outlining this. I have a migraine filming this. And so if anything is crazy or out of whack, or if I'm just making a face, because a migraine, it feels like an axe pick is getting right in your head. So if I make weird faces or anything, just forgive that. And what else is it? I don't have social media. Well, so I guess it's that. I hope you have a good day. Comment down below. Sounds really weird when you're staring at a camera. And like, follow. All sounds really weird when you're staring at a camera. And stay safe. So, and I believe that even before the COVID, because I'm a Southern girl, and we always say stay safe. So stay safe, and deuces.